Life has a funny way of throwing us curveballs, doesn't it? One moment we're coasting along, and the next we're standing at a crossroads. Things like career change, breakups, divorce, the loss of a loved one, midlife crisis, menopause, or the big R, retirement. All of these moments hit us like a ton of bricks, forcing us to stop and ask, what now? Who am I in this new chapter? Would you drive through an unfamiliar city without a map or a GPS? Of course not. So why navigate these life-changing transitions without a strategy? Because here's the truth. These moments, as challenging as they are, hold the potential for profound growth. Whether it's retirement, a career pivot, or a personal life change, transitions aren't just detours. They are opportunities to pause, reassess, and recalibrate, to redefine your path with intention. This is your chance to master the art of change and to truly define a future that you want. Welcome to the journey of redefining your future. I'm Irian Ulofse, an organizational research and retirement readiness specialist living in the picturesque village of Vermont in Hermanus, South Africa's stunning Western Cape province. Surrounded by the beauty of the Atlantic Ocean and the tranquil walking paths of this coastal haven, I'm also embracing this next chapter of life. Having over 30 years of experience guiding individuals and organizations through life's most significant transitions, I'm now on this journey myself, semi-retired and exploring new beginnings. So whether you're preparing for retirement or navigating any major life change, join me as we explore how to make the most of this new chapter, turning it into a period of growth, joy, and contribution. But how do you define and create a future you truly want? Life transitions often feel overwhelming, especially when they come in waves. And let's be honest, it's easy to feel lost or stuck. That's why it's essential to have a clear vision, just like a map guiding you through unfamiliar territory. Without it, we risk drifting aimlessly through life. Today I want to share how developing that vision can help you not only survive transitions, but thrive through them. Just like a business wouldn't survive without regular strategic updates, neither can we expect our lives to run smoothly without some recalibration along the way. But here's the twist. Life transitions aren't always simple, and they rarely come one at a time. We're often facing multiple transitions simultaneously, and that's where the real challenge lies. How do we deal with complexity or try to manage complexity? Because we can't control it. Think about it. In today's world, life is more complex than ever. You're juggling financial pressures, work stress, personal relationships, health changes, sometimes all at once. And transitions, no matter how big or small, can feel overwhelming when they come together. What do? Well, that's where having a solid life strategy comes into play. Not only do we need to define where we want to go, but we also need to develop the tools to deal with complexity along the way. I've been talking a lot about retirement, and there's a reason for that. Emotional preparation for retirement is sorely lacking. The following are some comments from real conversations I've had in the past few weeks. The one person said, I've got a few years left before retirement, but it stresses me out, so I'm not thinking about it. Another one said, retirement? Oh, it's something I dread. I listen to you talking about retirement and I just think I'm not ready for the end. Does this sound familiar? Most people avoid thinking about retirement because they aren't financially prepared or they see it as an end. But here's the kicker. Whether you are financially ready or not, if you haven't worked on your emotional preparation, your life purpose, your vision for the future, the financial part won't be the only challenge staring you in the face when the time comes. You will also be confronted with a void where your sense of purpose used to be. This is the question that underpins every significant life transition, whether it's retirement or something else. Defining a clear vision for the future isn't just important for retirees. It's crucial for anyone navigating change. Whether you're shifting careers, moving through a relationship change, or entering a new life stage, your vision serves as your compass. Let's consider other transitions we all face at different stages of life. When your career changes, how do you define yourself beyond your job title? Who are you when work is no longer your primary identity? When your relationship changes, how do you rediscover your own individuality? A friend of mine, after her divorce, realized that she no longer knew her own taste in music. Her preferences had blended with her husband's, and she had to reconnect with herself to figure out what truly resonated with her. When you hit midlife, menopause, or any major life shift, do you take a step back to recalibrate? Or do you let life simply happen to you, hoping for the best? These transitions can challenge our sense of identity, but they also offer an opportunity to redefine our future. It all begins by asking yourself some important questions. You might wonder, why do I keep on emphasizing the need to define your future vision? I would like to explain by means of the following graphic that presents a framework for envisioning one's future by comparing three possible outcomes. The current reality circle represents where you are right now, your present circumstances, mindset, and the way you experience life today. It is a snapshot of your current state, including both your internal, which means mental, emotional, and spiritual, and external, the career, relationships, and lifestyle conditions. The personal vision circle symbolizes a future that is consciously crafted based on your own goals, values, and dreams. It represents a desired state of living where you actively pursue inner fulfillment, personal growth, contentment, and outward success, achieving goals and making meaningful contributions. A strong personal vision guides your decisions and shapes your future. The final circle of your projected future without a vision highlights what happens when you move forward without consciously defining a personal vision. Without clear goals or direction, life may unfold passively, driven by external circumstances or societal expectations, rather than by your own aspirations. This projected future often leads to outcomes that don't reflect what truly matters to you. The arrows suggest movement between these states. You start from your current reality, and from there you can either drift passively into a future without direction, with no real growth, and life is just a continuation of the same. Or you can take deliberate steps towards your personal vision. This vision almost acts like an elastic band, pulling you toward it as long as you remain focused on it. The real challenge is in closing the gap between where you are now and where you aspire to be. When your actions align with your personal vision, you create a life filled with intention and meaning. This not only leads to greater fulfillment, but also fosters a life rooted in purpose, values, continuous learning, self-renewal, and resilience. Ultimately, this framework highlights the importance of crafting a clear, personal vision to prevent aimlessly drifting into an unfulfilling future. Many people struggle to envision a positive future because past frustrations cast a long shadow. They tend to replay old disappointments on a loop, which makes it hard to imagine eventual success. By contrast, those who tend to thrive focus on the highlights. They replay the victories in their minds, using them as fuel for what's ahead. True vision depends on your ability to convert past experience into positive input and to visualize a desired future. People who can do this are more successful at achieving what they set out to do. storing every transaction as a learning opportunity, keeping their vision unclouded by negativism from past setbacks, they can see their visions clearly and describe them vividly. For now, it would assist you greatly if you can ask yourself these questions. Number 1. When I think about my future, what excites me? What do I truly desire for myself, not just in terms of success, but in how I want to live and feel every day? Number 2. As I reflect on this vision, how much of it truly feels like my own dream, and how much is shaped by the expectations of others? Number 3. If there are aspects of my vision that reflect others' expectations, how do I feel about them? Are these shared values, or is it time to redefine my own path? Number 4. What would a life of both inner fulfillment and outward excellence look like for me? How would aligning these shape my decisions, relationships, and day-to-day experiences? Number 5. How can I begin to take small, meaningful steps toward this vision, embracing both the inner journey and the outward actions needed to make it a reality? These questions are intended as a guide designed to help you reflect and start shaping your vision for the future. They're meant to prompt deeper thinking and offer a framework, but they aren't the only questions you should ask yourself. Feel free to add your own, ones that resonate with you personally or that you feel could provide more clarity. This is your journey, and it's important to explore it in a way that feels meaningful to you. Life transitions are inevitable, but they don't have to be overwhelming. Whether it's retirement, a career change, or navigating personal shifts, the key lies in defining a clear vision for the future. By pausing to reassess and recalibrate, you give yourself the opportunity to shape your next chapter with intention and purpose. So don't wait for life to happen to you. Take control of your transitions by crafting a vision that excites and motivates you. The journey might be complex, but with a strategy and a clear sense of where you want to go, you can navigate it with confidence, resilience, and a renewed sense of self. Thank you for being here and taking this journey with me. I look forward to seeing you in our next conversation.